I'm trying to escape the matrix with my camera and content creation. We're trying to get out of the system, do you know what I mean? I don't want to work a boring 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, working for other people. I'm over it. I hate it. It's never what I wanted to do in the first place. And I started using cameras about, what, like 3 years ago? I picked up a camera for the first time because I saw a video from North Borders. It looked fun. I was like, that is sick. I want to do that. So I picked up a SONY A7III and I started taking pictures. I started like driving out to the woods, started going to these like cities and towns and like just walking around the streets taking pictures, and it was so fun. I was like, yo, this is sick. But I was still working my normal job. I used to be a performer, so I used to dance at shows and stuff like that, so I was still doing that, and I was going away like on cruise ships and like going abroad, and don't get me wrong, it was fun at the time. I was earning a decent amount of money. I was traveling the world and stuff like that, and I put the camera down for a little bit while I was doing that, and then when I came home I picked it up again and I was like, oh god, this is so fun. I forgot how fun this was. And then I was sort of looking back at the job I was doing and I was like, God, do I really want to do this? I was like, this is kind of it. I've just wasted a year now, and I'm about to go do it again and get the exact same salary. I know exactly what I'm going to make. I know exactly what I'm going to be doing, and that's going to be it. And then I'm going to be 24, then I'm going to be 25, and then I came off that, and I got back into the flow of getting the camera again between jobs, because I'd have like a gap between the shows, and I'd pick up the camera again and be like, fuck, I want to do this. This is fun. And then it was almost like the old job was, I was slowly realizing basically that old job was just the same cycle. It was the same thing over and over again. You could almost see where you were going to end up in the future, because you could literally map out exactly what was going to happen year on year. And I started to heavily consider doing what North Borders and stuff was doing, and start making content, because I was like, they just get to go out and have a good time doing what they enjoy, and they get paid from it, and like it's sort of limitless in a way, because they can sell products, they can get more views, they can get more revenue, and they can just do what they want. And I was like, oh, I want to do that. But I was still juggling the normal job, like the performing job, so I booked another job, and I was literally starting rehearsals for it. Whoa, I nearly killed a chicken. I was starting rehearsals for it, and I was just like going with the flow, because I didn't even think about quitting. And then the first day of rehearsals, I remember the first day we started rehearsals for that newest show, after I'd already made a couple of YouTube videos at this point, and like did like a couple of POVs around London. I started that first day, and from the moment I walked in that studio, I was like, yeah, I don't want to do this. I just couldn't get it out of my head. And for 2 weeks straight, it was in my head like, I cannot do this. I'm going to waste an entire year doing this show. I'm going to be 26 when this finishes, nearly 30, and I'm going to be in the same position, barely earning more than someone would earn in a warehouse, doing something that I don't actually enjoy, to be honest. I was only really doing it because I thought I'd get a decent payout from having like a high level skill. I didn't. I was just a piece in someone else's puzzle, and I was like, fuck. And I just kept thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. I was like, what if I quit and just try and do what North Borders and everyone else is doing with social media, and go the opposite way? And that just seemed so scary in my head. But you know what, I did it. I actually came home for Christmas in between rehearsals, and I always do this with like most things where it's like a big risk. I just tell my mum. I just told my mum, and I knew that if she like agreed with me or whatever, or like once I said it to her, I know I'd have to do it, or I know I could do it. So I just spoke to her and I was like, I want to do this. I don't know if I like this performance stuff anymore. And it was also like, because they obviously paid for all the classes and fucking got me to all the auditions and stuff for all that sort of stuff. So there was a part of that where I was like scared to be like, fuck, I'm like just wasting all this time. I've just trained for this. But I told him, and she was like, yeah, if you don't want to do it, don't do it. What's the fucking point? If you want to do that and you know you can make way more money and you're going to be way more happier, then do that. And I was like, shit, all right then. I guess I'll do it. So I was just like, all right, let's go. So I did, and I fucking quit. Didn't go back, and the next day I just went head first into content, like daily uploading, going absolutely nuts. And I had a plan to try and monetize my YouTube channel within a year, which didn't happen. I tried, we got close, I'm about 500 watch time hours away now, so I'm still very, very close. It's into we're about 2 months into the next year, so it's been about a year and 2 months. But let's be honest, what did I expect? Because I came into this fresh. Obviously, I knew how to take pictures. I did not know how to make videos. We are not going that way because that is standstill traffic. Look, oh yeah, don't indicate, don't look. What the? This woman just came around the corner, didn't even look to the right to see if I was there, and just drove around the roundabout. What are you doing? Mate, get out of my way. Oh yeah, I didn't know how to make a video. I'd never even edited a video. I didn't know what software you needed to use. There's roads. I didn't know what software you need to use. I didn't know where to get music. I didn't know how to make like a storyline for a video to make it entertaining for people to watch. I had no clue. So obviously I wasn't going to monetize it in that year, but obviously I was in over my head, which was a good thing. I don't mind being a little bit delusional because it got me to actually push videos out daily. But I needed to learn a lot, so I did. I just YouTubed, and the only way to learn is to actually do it. So I just did it every single day and boosted myself forward a little bit in the learning process. So now, coming to the end of the year, I feel like I'm in a good spot where I know how to make a decent video. Don't get me wrong, at the minute, I've actually not been able to think of many ideas. I feel like I've been in a bit of a loop at the minute over these last 3 months on this photography page. Since that event that I did with Arthur, those last like 3 videos are shot. Like I made 3 videos out of that whole weekend. I haven't been really able to think of new ideas. It's been like a bit of like a brick wall. And today I forced myself to get out, and I was like, you know what, let me just go in the car and have a car talk. That'll get me back into the swing of things, hopefully. We'll see after this video. But mainly because I've been doing bike content at the same time. So I started a bike channel because obviously I've got my license. And I was like, you know what, it'll be fun. I like watching bike content. Let's make some bike content with the knowledge that I know from now. And it boosted it straight forward. Instantly, I was getting thousands of views, subscribers flooding in, watch time hours. I've only had this channel for 4 months. I've had this channel, and it's already at the same watch time hours, 3,500 watch time hours, as my photography page that I've been doing for a year and 2-3 months. So that sort of flipped my head at the minute, being like, what the fuck? Like, is it just because that's not working, and is it because the photography, the bike thing's the way I should go? But literally realizing right now, actually talking to the camera, I've only just thought of this, is because I knew all the things about how to make a video, how to put decent music on it. I've learned all that stuff, and I've put it straight into this bike channel. So from day one, I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know exactly how to make a good video, how to make a good thumbnail, so it's working straight away. But obviously it also is a fact of more people are interested in bikes. It's a bigger market. My mum watches the fucking bike videos. My sister watches them. They never watch my photography stuff because they don't give a fuck about photography. I don't expect them to, do you know what I mean? And that's the same with the audience that it's obviously reaching. So it's a bit of a head game with this page right now. I'm trying to escape the matrix because right now I've got 2 channels. The bike one is doing way better, like ridiculously better. I'll post a video on here, it'll get 100 views in a week. I'll post a video on the bike page, it'll get 5k views within 4 hours. So it's like, it's really difficult obviously to just keep pushing through it, but you have to see it. I should have brought my water. Let me pull over, my throat is so dry. I've got a little water bottle in the back, in the boot, because I'm a little baby. Oh, actually, throwback to this location, remember this place? It's really, really windy, so excuse that, but remember when we did the alien photo shoot here? We set it up over there with the drone and we got the spotlight. That was a fucking sick video. That didn't get many views, that didn't get seen by many people. And the difference is, between the 2 channels, in the photography scene, there's only a few people that are like the main ones. Do you know what I mean? Where it's a smaller niche anyway, like there's not a lot of people that are interested in it, so it's a smaller audience. And there's only like 4 or 5 main guys at the top spot, so it's a lot harder to get to the top. But once you're at the top, you're being seen by that small audience, and it's all directed to those top people. Whereas on the bike side, it's a huge audience, so there's a little bit more room for
views and what people are interested in and what people will watch. Does that make sense? It's a weird way to explain it. It's not me making excuses, it's just me seeing the reality of it, of why it's a longer game, because you need to be a bigger guy, a more seen person at the top in a smaller amount of people, whereas the other one, you've got a lot of larger pool of people to actually grab attention from to look at your videos. Does that make sense?
That's why I know in the long run, I do believe the photography page is going to be the one that is the most sort of like financially beneficial and the one that's going to get me into the position that I want to be in life. But it's just going to take a lot longer to get there because you need to be that main person in that small area of people. But right now, yeah, it's just difficult because it's like, fucking move over, mate. What is wrong with people? It's just turned into a road rage video. It is just difficult when you've got two side by side and one is doing way better than the other. But what am I even trying to explain in this video? Basically, I'm trying to get out of the matrix. I'm nearly there. The channels are nearly monetized. Within the next month, the bike channel will 100% be monetized because the views are just coming through on there and it's boosting it along very quickly. The photography page, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes another year. Nah, maybe, no, that's probably a bit exaggerated. I reckon it'll take another 3 months for the YouTube channel to be monetized for this page. Just look at... What are you doing? Move over! Mate! No exaggeration, this old bloke is just in the middle of the road, coming straight at me. What? Get me off this road, mate. I'm gonna smash someone's face in a minute. Mate! What is going on? Get me off this road. Get me off this road. That was ridiculous. I actually can't believe that just happened. He just drove at me in the middle of the road. Oh my god. What was I trying to say? I'm close to getting out of the matrix or the system and being able to just work for myself. The photography one is going to take a lot longer, but I do think, to conclude this back, so then I've actually got a point to this video, so you've not just sat here and listened to me for no reason, is whatever you're doing, whether it be bike content, whether it be photography content, whether it be fucking cooking content, I do think these next 5 to 10 years is the best time, because content is fucking booming, to actually get into this and to do it and to start pumping out content, so then you can actually just work for yourself and not have to rely on clients or whatever it is you're doing to make money within that thing you enjoy. Even if you're not making money from it, there is potential to make money from it, so then you can make that your whole life and your whole thing that you do. Because there's so many opportunities with it. Like, this content can go anywhere. You don't know where it could take you. Sponsorships, partnerships with different companies, opportunities to do other things that you might not even thought that you enjoyed, that you actually get really good at, and then you could go into that avenue. There's so many different ways you can go with it, and it's just you can do whatever you want. I can hopefully one day put on a camera like I am right now and actually get paid from this by just coming out and talking to you guys about a topic I want to talk about, what's on my mind, or going out and taking photos somewhere, or going to a show, or going to a private shoot, or riding my bike. And I can just turn it into a revenue stream, because let's be honest, working for other people is not the one, and the way the world's going, it's just going to get more and more controlled in a way, without sounding like a fucking conspiracy theorist. It is. You're going to be stuck even more in a system in about 10 years, 15 years. It's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. So if you can break out now and make your own income off your own back and not have to worry about working for anyone else, you're sorted, mate. Because if it all goes tits up, you've at least got your own thing going. Don't get me wrong, if they deleted YouTube, well, I wouldn't have anything, so I'd have to start from some square one doing something else. But I don't think that's going to happen. Social media is the way forward, and I think now's the best time to capitalize on it to actually make it a thing. So yeah, I guess this video was a counselor session for myself. to actually realise that I still need to push the photography stuff. It's just very demotivating when you see the other page doing really well, but I'm still going to crack on with it and we'll keep pushing it out. And then just to tell you, if you're making content, don't worry about the views, just keep fucking doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, and just force yourself into the spotlight of the niche that you're trying to get it like monetized in. Or if you do something, like if you freelance with your camera or you do client work for events or stuff like that, just think about monetizing it and making content around it, because trust me, it's a lot better if you just do it on your own. I freelance with my camera. I hate it. I hate working for people, mainly because people are just cunts. They just fuck you over. It's one of them. You think there's someone at the start, things start to change, they start to fuck you about. People try to just rinse you through everything you've got. I hate it. I hate freelancing. I hate working for other people. I'm not doing it. It's not for me. If it's for you, great. It's not for me. And to be honest, I think if everyone made their own stuff, they'd be a lot happier. Let's be honest. If you just got to do what you enjoy, film it, you enjoying it, and then get paid from it, well, you just get to do that every day. That's what I'm doing. That's what the plan is for me. So I'm sorry, I probably rambled about 500 times over the same point and the same point and the same point, but I don't care. It's my content, it's my video, it's my channel. So I do what I want because I ain't working for anyone else. Mate, my voice is going. I need to end this video because I will just keep talking. So yeah, escaping the matrix with your camera is possible. You just need to pick the camera up and start making content, and hopefully get it into a position that it will pay you. But it doesn't happen overnight. I'm here a year and a half later nearly, still not there, but we're so close. If you watch this video all the way to the end, you've probably helped me out a lot with watch time hours, and I might even be monetized after this video, who knows. Either way, I'm going. Subscribe if you like photography content. If not, don't subscribe. If you like bar content, double-R.fusion. For that sort of stuff, goodbye, because I've managed to extend this outro out even more. Let me end it.